Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the Kordial Media YouTube channel. Are you wondering how to enable rich pins? Well, in today's video, I am going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to do just that. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button and to hit the bell to be notified every single time I post a new video here on the Kordial Media YouTube channel. Of course, you are going to want to be notified when I publish my next video in the series all about how to create a Pinterest profile cover in Canva that actually helps convert Pinterest users into followers and website visitors. I've actually helped hundreds of bloggers, influencers, and e-commerce businesses drive tons of traffic utilizing these Pinterest strategies. And so enabling rich pins is only one of the moving parts when it comes to starting your Pinterest account and creating the best Pinterest strategy for your business. This is why we are going to dive into how to do this today in this video. Without further ado, let's dive into the steps on how to enable your rich pins. So step number one is actually understanding why you want to enable rich pins. The reason why you want to have rich pins on your profile is because you want to have other Pinterest users be able to read the blog post titles or perhaps the product titles easily within their feed. A Pinterest account that does not have rich pins enabled will have their pins look like this, while a Pinterest account that does have their rich pins enabled will have their pins be read like this. And it's so much better to be able to see your title within the feed to entice somebody to click over and check out your content as opposed to just having the image present there on their feed. The idea here with enabling rich pins is to really just give your content its best chance of performing and of helping you to get site visitors. So this brings me to step number two on really how to start enabling your rich pins. And step number two is to claim your website. If you haven't watched my video on how to claim your website and your links, you can check it out over here. It looks like this, and it'll also be linked in the description box below. Claiming your website is not only one of the crucial steps when it comes to enabling rich pins for your Pinterest account, but it's also really important in the sense that it helps legitimize your website link to Pinterest. And so Pinterest is a lot more likely to rank your content and be certain that the other side of any of your pins is not a bad website or a spammy website. And so they're much more likely to share your content in the algorithm if they know for a fact that your content is completely legitimate and that you have a quality website on the other side of your pins. Not to mention that claiming your website is amazing because you get stats and analytics in Pinterest Analytics pertaining to the pins that go straight to your website, as opposed to seeing all of the general analytics for the entirety of your account. So it really gives you that option to break down the data and to see what's going on, particularly for the pins going to your website when you do go ahead and claim your site. Comment below if your website was already claimed and if you had already seen my video on how to claim your website. Okay, so step number three, once you have your website claimed, you want to go ahead and type into Google Pinterest Rich Pin Validator. You want to open up the Rich Pin Validator and you are going to go ahead and go back to your own personal website, click on a blog post or a product, copy the URL of that blog post or product, and paste it in the Rich Pin Validator. Once you've pasted it, all you have to do is click validate and see whether or not your rich pins have been validated. If all the check marks are green, then you are good to go. You have rich pins enabled across your entire website and you do not have to worry about enabling your rich pins again going forward. However, if you've realized that your rich pins have not been enabled, you might want to try and reclaiming your website again. Your website will be claimed 100% when you have the little globe with the check mark next to it on your Pinterest profile. So at that point, you should have no issues with pasting the link into the Rich Pin Validator and validating for rich pins. If your site is properly claimed and yet your rich pins are not being validated, then I would go ahead and take it a step further and contact the Pinterest Help Center. So all you have to do that is to Google Pinterest Help Center, click on Contact Us, and start opening a ticket. Once you've opened your ticket, they are going to be much more likely to answer you back and to give you help when it comes to enabling your rich pins. They're quite good at answering back, and they usually are quite helpful. So if you do have an issue of some sort, I would highly recommend contacting Pinterest themselves and getting advice on what to do going forward. Now, enabling rich pins is only one tiny little moving part of your entire Pinterest strategy. If you find that creating a whole Pinterest strategy is quite overwhelming as somebody who's new to Pinterest, then I suggest downloading my expert's guide on how to create a full Pinterest strategy for busy bloggers and e-commerce businesses, as well as influencers, down in the description box below. It'll walk you through step by step how to exactly build your personal Pinterest strategy to generate traffic and leads straight to your site. If you do not have a Pinterest business account yet, be sure to check out this video to learn how to convert your personal account into a Pinterest business account and why it's so absolutely important to do that for your success on Pinterest. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. I will see you in my next video all about how to create profile covers that actually convert using Canva, and we will talk soon. Bye guys.